the crowd, he could picture the scene. Put his ear to the wall, and like a distant scream, he heard one guitar, just blew him away. Saw stars in his eyes, and the very next day, he bought a beat-up six-string in a second-hand store. He didn't know how to play it, but he knew for sure that one guitar felt good in his hands. Didn't take too long to understand. Just one guitar slung way down low was a one-way ticket, only one way to go. So he started rocking, and he never gonna stop. Gotta keep on rocking, someday he's gonna make it to the top. 'Cause he's a jukebox hero, got stars in his eyes. He's a jukebox hero. He took one guitar, jukebox hero. You come alive tonight. In a town with a name, in a heavy downpour, thought he passed his own shadow by the backstage door. Like a trip through the past to the day in the rain, and that one guitar made his whole life change. Now he needs to keep rocking, ain't never gonna stop. Gotta keep on rocking. That boy's got to stay on top and be a jukebox hero. Got stars in his eyes. He's a jukebox hero. He took one guitar, box hero. Got stars in his eyes. Jukebox hero. You come alive tonight. Welcome everyone to Spontaneous Sunday. My name is Aaron Charles. I hope you're all having a great Sunday evening here. As you can see, tonight's theme is heroes. And a lot of songs that fit this theme. So buckle up. You keep rocking, you just can't stop. Gotta keep on rocking. That boy is gonna stay on top. 'Cause he's a jukebox hero. Got stars in his eyes. He's a jukebox hero. Jukebox hero. Got stars in his eyes. 'Cause he's a jukebox hero. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Spontaneous Sunday. Yes, I'm Aaron Shows, and I'm here in LA this evening. It is a warm weekend here, but I hope you're all doing well wherever you may be. Tonight's theme, like I said, is heroes. So I am wearing my, it's very dark in here, but you can see it, but my Batman t-shirt. So, kicking things off there, that is Jukebox Hero. We all know that one, I'm pretty sure. I don't do a whole lot of like sort of power 80s rock there, but that one is one of those. So I'm gonna turn things down to kind of just contrast that. You'd have to sort of have a palate cleanser after that one. So this next one's called Superman. It's Not Easy. And I hope this one's from my childhood. When I was in middle school, this is around the year 2000 or so, there was a CD that I somehow got, and this was, I don't remember how I got it. I still have this CD, but it kind of had a bunch of the top hits of that year of 2000. It was called like Universal Smash Hits of 2000. And this was on that one. This is a song by a group called Five for Fighting. Again, I said it's called Superman. It's Not Easy. It isn't the Superman theme, although I could play that with us actually. Superman theme. But this was on that CD, and I remember hearing this as a kid. I'm going to actually do two songs this evening from that same CD. Not that the CD even matters, but it was one of those ones from my childhood. We probably all have a record that we had as a kid of some kind that you just listen to all the time, and probably don't anymore, but that was sort of the spark of this theme for the evening. So I'm going to do some superhero stuff and some things that are kind of just in general about heroes in our lives. But this one, like I said, is called Superman, It's Not Easy by the group of Five for Fighting, the years 2000. I can't stand to fly. I'm not that naive. I'm just out to find the better part of me. I'm more than a bird, I'm more than a plane, I'm more than some pretty face beside a train. And it's not easy to be me. Wish that I could cry, fall upon my knees, find a way to lie about something I'll never see. It may sound absurd, but don't be naive. Even heroes have the right to bleed. I may be stirred, but don't you concede. Even heroes have the right to dream, and it's not easy to be me. Up, up, and away, away from me. Well, it's alright. You can sleep but sound at night. I'm not crazy or anything. I can't stand to fly. I'm not that naive. Men weren't meant to ride with clouds between their knees. I'm only a man in a silly red sheet, digging for kryptonite on this one-way street. Only a man in a funny red sheet, looking for special things inside of me, inside of me, inside yeah, inside of me. I'm only a man in a funny red sheet. I'm only a man looking for a dream. I'm only a man in a funny red sheet, and it's not easy. Oh, it's not easy to be me. There you have it, folks. That's Five for Fighting's Superman. It's not easy. Yeah, I like that they say, I'm more than a man in a funny red sheet. Yes. And I've mentioned this before in these streams, but I do love using this sound on this keyboard. So this is a piano mixed with an acoustic guitar. And when you do that on the piano, if you play it like a piano, it doesn't quite sound like a guitar. And so I have to play the piano like I would play a guitar, where everything kind of rolls. Sounds like you're strumming a guitar. Anyhow, it's a really cool sound. All right, so that is that one. And let's go to the chat, actually. So let's see here. The iPad is on a higher stand this evening. Okay, so we're going to change here. I'm going to move this out of the way and put this down here. Actually, put that over there. All right, tonight's chat. Let's see. Let's use a different sound this evening. Back up to the top, and let's see who begins this. All right, let's pick a key for this evening. So the theme is heroes. What's a good hero key? Probably E flat would be a good hero key. It's a very regal sounding key to me. C major is too, but I think E flat's a nice one. All right, from the top of the chat, here is tonight's spontaneous chat song. Welcome to the spontaneous Sunday chat. We're going to see who's all here. See who is from the United States and who is from across the pond. That could be east or west. First on the chat I see is Jill Herzog. Hello, Jill. And next in the chat is Robert Varner. Hello, Robert. How are you? And next in the chat is someone from across the pond, and that someone is up very late indeed. And that someone is Zhenghua. He is in Germany. Hello, Zhenghua, how are you? And next in the chat I see is Georges. Georges, hello. I hope you're doing well this evening. And next in the chat is Cameron Platz. Hello, Cameron. Cam, how are you this evening? I'm assuming Kristen's there with you. And in that case, hello to the both of you. And next up we go to Utah. And we see that Brooks is here this evening. Hello, Brooks. Hello, Brooks. You get all the modulation. Next in the chat, I see is Christian Gregory. Christian, hello, hello. I hope you're doing well this evening. I'm feeling sleepy. This is a very chill song. Glad you're all here though. And I see that, like I said earlier, Kristen's here in the chat. Kristen's here in the chat. Hello, Kristen. Hello. And next in the chat I see is Elizabeth, better known as Beth. Hey, Beth. Next in the chat I see is my mom, and I'm assuming my dad as well. Hello, Mom. Hello, Dad. I hope you're doing well this evening. I hope you're doing well this evening. There we go. And next in the chat I see is Mad Leech. Hello, Matt, hello. Hello, Matt, hello. Up in Northern California. Up in Northern California. On Broadway. No, that's the wrong song. All right. And now I see next in the chat it's Lena Bain. In North Carolina. Hello, Lena, how are you? Gotta scroll while I'm singing. It's not as easy as it looks. If I keep going here, hopefully there's somebody else. Oh, I see there is someone else. And I see with my two eyes someone in Chicago. Someone in Chicago. And that someone is Rudy. And to all of you this evening, hello, and oh, there is Jerry. There is Jerry. There is Jerry. And he will be the coda of this song. Hello, everyone. There you go, folks. That is the chat song for the evening. Whew, all right. Cool. Let's see here. All right, I'm going to move instruments. That's why I moved my iPad and thought I can set it on the bench behind me, not the piano behind me. The bench behind me. All right. So we're going to move over to the Hammond organ, and I'll continue from there. So hopefully I don't lose my audio like I did last week. But here we go. First things first is camera change to that camera. Okay, one moment. All right. Ooh, reverb. Hello. There we go. Okay. So like last week, I began chatting with you all from sitting here at the Hammond and didn't have my audio on. So that was fun. The joys of monitoring all this stuff yourself when I'm in a room by myself. And let's see here. Yeah, it's when I'm sitting here, all of the screens that let me know where the audio levels are going and things are all behind me to my left. And so I do have my iPad next to me, but it's not buzzing or dinging. It's quiet there in the corner. So anyhow, it happens, but that's okay. Hopefully you can all hear me now. Hopefully all the audio, it looks like it is moving and is on. So that's an improvement, right? Every week's an improvement. Every day is an improvement. There's your motivation for the weekend. Okay. Nice. Okay. This next one is also from my childhood. There's a lot of hero stuff. I'm thinking like the end of the 90s, early 2000s. There seemed to be a good bit of hero songs. Now that's not like what's the food? Gyro. Some people say that's hero. But this is Hero. And this was a movie that came out when I was in probably elementary school. I was probably 8 or 9 years old. Anyhow, the movie was Hercules, and the composer was Alan Menken, who I've said before is one of my favorite composers of my childhood. I mean, he wrote the soundtrack, essentially. All of those Disney songs, Alan Menken was the brains behind all of that. And he and I share the same birthday in July, so that's kind of cool. Yeah, so I mean, it was just sort of for him, hit movie after hit movie. And this was one sort of towards the end of, I don't want to say end of my childhood because I was still, not even 10 yet. But as far as the movies that really stuck with me from my childhood, it was more like Aladdin, Lion King, and there was Pocahontas, Notre Dame, Hunchback Notre Dame, which was a really crazy, organ and choir score actually, which is also Alan Menken. If you haven't heard the score to the Hunchback of Notre Dame from the 90s, it is full on choir, orchestra, and pipe organ. It's amazing. But yeah, so all those movies were kind of my go-tos. And I didn't watch a ton of Hercules. I watched Hercules a couple times, but I didn't watch it a lot like Aladdin or some of the other ones. So, but there were some songs in that one that are pretty cool. This is one of them. Everyone kind of knows the I Can Go the Distance song, which I've played before. But this is not that one. This one's called Zero to Hero. And there's a lot of lyrics in this just a lot of words, a lot of lyrics crammed into it. It's in a gospel style. In the movie, the muses are kind of like gospel singers. And so they sort of form this little sort of a choir of sorts. And anyhow, I'll do my best to sort of mimic all of that. The perfect instrument for this is the Hammond, by the way. So this is going to be kind of fun. It's very up tempo, and like I said, a lot of words. I'm probably gonna screw things up, but that's the fun of it all. That's the joy of spontaneousness. But we will see how it goes. I think I have my Hammond cam there. We do. Hello. All right. Cool. So let's try this. I got my feet cam and my face cam and cams in Maryland. Okay. all the cams are good to go. We're going to try this. This is Zero to Hero from 1997's Disney picture Hercules. Of the week in every Greek opinion poll. What a pro! Herc could stop a show, point him at a monster, and you're talking SRO. He was a no one, a zero hero. Now he's a honcho. He's a hero. Herc was a kid with his act down pat. From zero to hero, no time flat. Zero to hero, just like that. The girls went wild with oohs and ahs, and they slapped his face on every vase, on every vase. From appearance fees and royalties, Herc had cash to burn. Now nouveau rich and famous, he could tell you what's a Grecian urn. Say hello, there he goes again, undefeated and an awesome 10 for 10. Folks lined up just to watch him flex, and this perfect package packed a pair of perfect facts. Herc as it comes, he sees, he conquers. Honey, the crowds were going bonkers. He showed the moxie, brains and spunk. From zero to hero, a major hunk. Zero to hero, and who'd have thunk home? Hercules, whose daring deeds are great theater. Hercules, is he bold? No one braver. Is he sweet? Our favorite flavor. Hercules, 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 Hercules. Whoa, whoa! Bless my soul, Herc was on a roll, undefeated, riding high, and he's the nicest guy. Not conceited, he was a nothing, 0-0. Now he's a honcho, he's a hero. He hit the heights at breakneck speed, from 0 to hero. 0 to hero. 0 to hero. Now he's a hero. Yes, indeed. Oh, goodness, folks. There we go. That is 0 to hero. Goodness me. Yes. I was seeing here in the chat. Yes, the lyrics in this song are just a tongue twister. It's just the genius of all this stuff. But yeah, say amen. There he goes again. Sweet and undefeated and an awesome 10 for 10. Folks lined up just to watch him flex, and this perfect package packed a pair of perfect pecs. That is, yeah, I saw that Christian commented on that one there. So true, so true. It is all the tongue twisters in this one. But it certainly is a gospel hit for that. And I'm sure the seed of this song of composition was the Hercules, Hercules, Hercules. That was probably, we need to have that first, and then something comes up before all that to, ramp up to it. But yes, is he bold? No one braver. Is he sweet? Our favorite flavor. Goodness me. All right, cool. Okay, next up, more hero stuff, obviously. This was a request from Jill this week, and this is also from my childhood, but also goes back much earlier. I probably wasn't making tons of memories at this point. This was the early 90s. But this was a Mariah Carey hit, and like many of her songs have carried through into today, and she probably lives completely off of royalties from this stuff, which is well-deserved. But yeah, this is one of those ones that I have heard all my life, and if you have been around the last 30-plus years, you probably know it too. So this is Mariah Carey's song called Hero. It's a ballad, and I think I'm going to probably use this organ's keys sound rather than the Hammond sound. Maybe a little bit of organ mixed with electric piano, but in any case, here we go. This is Mariah Carey's Hero, and this is a request from Jill. Inside your heart, you don't have to be afraid of what you are. There's an answer if you reach into your soul, and the sorrow that you feel will melt away. And then a hero comes along with the strength to carry on, and you cast your fears aside, and you know you can't survive. So when you feel like hope is gone, look inside you and be strong, and you'll finally see the truth, that a hero lies in you. Out a hand for you to hold. Oh, you can find love if you search within yourself and the emptiness you felt will disappear. And then a hero comes along with the strength to carry on, and you cast your fears aside, and you know you can't survive. So when you feel like hope is gone, look inside you and be strong, and you'll finally see the truth, that a hero lies in you. Lord knows dreams are hard to follow, but don't let anyone tear them away. Hold on, there will be tomorrow. In time, you'll find the way. And a hero comes along with the strength to carry on, and you cast your fears aside, and you know you can't survive. And when you feel like hope is gone, look inside you and be strong, and you'll finally see the truth, that a hero lies in you. Strength to carry on, you finally see the truth, that a hero lies in you. That's Hero by Mariah Carey. Thank you for that. That was a fun one to relive from my childhood. And yeah, it kind of has that electric piano sound. Oh, I see some super chats. I should get to that now. But yes, has those electric piano sounds. A very 90s thing there. Cool. Yeah, so Jerry super chat. Thank you, Jerry. And my mom sent a super chat. Thanks, Mom, for that. And Brooke sent a super chat. Oh, my goodness, all these super chats. And Rue sent one. Thank you all so much for the super chats. That means so much to me. Yeah, this is a fun program this evening. It's just, like I said, this theme was just chock full of ideas and songs that fit this. And here's another one. This one, again, my childhood. This is 2002, so... yeah, I'm sorry if a lot of these songs aren't from your childhood, but it's all been all our lives. So it's one of those things. If you haven't heard it by now, that's probably on you. It's like the internet. It's like, I can't do the internet. Well, it's been around for 30 plus years, so you've had a chance. Anyhow, so yes, this one's called Hero as well. So there's like I said, a lot of Hero songs from this time, late 90s, 2000s. Again, this is 2002. The reason I know this song is because when I was in middle school, the movie Spider-Man came out. And that was, for me, just, I loved all things about that. It was not only the story, but also the music was Danny Elfman, who I got to work with later on, which was pretty cool for Beetlejuice. Yeah, so he scored Spider-Man, and that's one of those things. If you listen to the Spider-Man from 2002, the main title, the opening of the movie, it is a harmonic journey that really just goes everywhere. And it's kind of, should be an assignment for kids in school that are trying to learn theory and harmony. Just transcribe the opening of Spider-Man from 2002. But it involves all the violins playing sort of the web weaving kind of thing. This kind of those web weaving kind of things with the spider legs. Anyhow, but this was a song that played during, I think, the end credits of that song. Chad Kroger is the singer here. And again, the song was called Hero. Yeah, I heard this on the radio a lot, but it was also part of the movie. So this evening's program seems to be a walk down nostalgia lane for me. But anyhow, all right. So here we go. Can hear heaven. I'm so high, I can hear heaven. Oh, but heaven, no heaven, don't hear me. And they say that a hero can save us. I'm not gonna stand here and wait. I'll hold on to the wings of the watch as we all fly away. Someone told me love would all save us. How can that be? Look what love gave us. A world full of killing and blood spilling that would never came. And they say that a hero can save us. I'm not gonna stand here and wait. I'll hold on to the wings of the eagles, watch as we all fly away. Sending to you isn't the love of a hero. That's what I fear it won't do. And they say that a hero can save us. I'm not gonna stand here and wait. I'll hold on to the wings of the eagles, watch as we all fly away. And they're watching us. They're watching us as we all fly away. And they're watching us. They're watching us as we all fly away. And they're watching us. They're watching us as we all fly away. And they're watching us. And they're watching us as we all fly away. Yeah, that's called Hero. So if you Google search Hero, there are plenty of songs with that title. All right, I'm going to move back over to the keyboard here. So I will change my camera. There we go. And I will make the track back over. do that. All right. One moment. And we're back. Okay. Everything's sounding good. Everything, all audios. All right. Cool. All right. There we go. All right, more childhood. So this is the other song from that CD that I mentioned from my childhood. This was a group called Three Doors Down. We had a group earlier called Five for Fighting. Three Doors Down, a lot of these numbered groups. But this one, I learned to play on the guitar when it came out. It was part of just listening to that CD. Was it called Universal Smash Hits 2000? And we all lived through that era, so we knew all the fun and the scares of Y2K and all that stuff. Thank you, Jerry, so much for that. That's right. That was a request from Jerry. I forgot to mention that. Yeah, sorry about that. I forgot to mention that was Jerry's request called Hero. So we had a request from Jill called Hero. We had a request from Jerry called Hero. This one was not requested, but this is again one that I think this was probably the one that sparked this theme idea for me. There's always a song that I hear somewhere throughout my weeks, and I make a note of that to be a good theme for a live stream. So. Anyhow, this is the one that sparked it. I learned this when I was a kid on guitar, and it's going to feel weird to play it on the piano, but I have guitars behind me, but it's okay. They aren't plugged in. So yes, this is called Kryptonite by the group Three Doors Down, and hopefully I can do it justice. But as we all know, kryptonite is the poison for Superman. So we've had a song called Superman earlier, and this is going to be the anti-Superman song called Kryptonite. It's interesting how they use this symbol of kryptonite as sort of a motive in this lyrics. But anyhow, it's a superhero singing about this, and hold on one second. I'm going to find where this is. Yeah, so it's basically the person that Superman is in love with is his kryptonite. It's sort of his poison that he cannot avoid being hurt by. But anyhow, this is again Three Doors Down. I hope you enjoy this. This is probably a lesser known song from that era, but it's definitely one from me that I remember very fondly from childhood, and I hope you enjoy it too. So this is Kryptonite by Three Doors Down. Around the world to ease my troubled mind. I left my body lying somewhere in the sands of time. I watched the world float to the dark side of the moon. I feel there's nothing I can do. Yeah. I watched the world float to the dark side of the moon. After all, I knew it had to be something to do with you. I really don't mind what happens now and then, as long as you'll be my friend at the end. If I go crazy, then will you still call me Superman? If I'm alive and well, will you be there holding my hand? I'll keep you by my side with my superhuman might, kryptonite. called me weak, but still your secrets I will keep. You took for granted all the times I never let you down. You stumbled in and bumped your head. If not for me, then you'd be dead. I picked you up and put you back on solid ground. If I go crazy, then will you still call me Superman? If I'm alive and well, will you be there holding my hand? I'll keep you by my side with my superhuman, my kryptonite. Crazy, then will you still call me Superman? If I'm alive and well, will you be there holding my hand? I'll keep you by my side with my superhuman, my kryptonite. That is Kryptonite by 3 Doors Down. Whew, yes, that's a fun one. But yeah, so there's opening part of that song on the guitar. It's just a guitar alone. Anyway, that's kind of was the whole I don't know, reason for the stream tonight. I couldn't get my words there. The reason for all this was that song. So, all right. Okay, this was another one that when I posted on Monday, the theme for the week, this one was part of that post. It was sort of, I give you an example of what I'm thinking of. So the theme, I give you that, so it says hero, and then I give you an example song to think, okay, if it's that theme, it's kind of in this realm of types of songs. And this was the one that I gave there. Now, another one from my childhood, this goes back to 2001. Again, I don't know why hero songs were kind of the thing around 2000. I guess we were all afraid of Y2K and all that stuff. But there was a lot of songs with this in it. And this was probably the most famous one. And it has been done so many times. And I have to do it in a pseudo impression version of it because I've heard it so much. Okay, the artist is Enrique Iglesias, and again, 2001. This was used in like reality TV shows. It was used in movies, and has become kind of a cliche thing at this point. So I've got to lean into that and do it that way. So this is the third song tonight that has the title of just the word hero, and it's amazing again how many of these songs exist and all the same sort of topic. But yes, this is Enrique Iglesias' Hero from 2001. Okay. Hello, everybody. My name is Enrique Iglesias. And this is my most famous song. I hope you enjoy. Would you dance if I asked you to dance? Would you run and never look back? Would you cry if I saw you crying? Would you save my soul tonight? Would you tremble if I touched your lips? Would you laugh? Oh, please tell me this. Now would you die for the one you love? Hold me in your arms tonight. Oh, I can be your hero, baby. Oh, I can kiss away the pain. I will stand by you forever. You can take my breath away. Thank you so much. Isn't this the most wonderful song? Just brings the tears to my eyes. Second verse. I swear that you'll always be mine. Would you lie? Would you run and hide? Am I in too deep? Have I lost my mind? I don't care, you're here tonight. I can be your hero, baby. I can kiss away the pain. I will stand by you forever. You can't take my breath away. You can't take my breath away. I just wanna hold you. I just wanna hold you. Oh yeah. Am I in too deep? Have I lost my mind? Well, I don't care, you're here tonight. Oh, I can be your hero, baby. I can kiss away the pain. I will stand by you forever. You can take my breath away. I can be your hero, baby. I can kiss away the pain. I will stand by you forever. You can take my breath away. You can take my breath away. You can take my breath away. I can be your hero. Thank you all so much. Thank you. right. That is my poor Enrique Iglesias impression, but yeah. So the characteristic of his voice that you just can't mistake is what they call vocal fry. And so every single phrase he sings vocal fry, by the way, is that sound like this. It's when your vocal folds are barely together. And it's not great for your voice to do that, but it's characteristic of his singing voice that every phrase begins with a little bit of a kind. So I can, if you get that vocal fry in there. Anyway, singers would hate that. They say it's not good for your voice, but that's okay. It's all in the name of comedy, right? Okay. So the last one here for you folks. This one comes from the movie Footloose. And let's see, this is, let's see, where did I put this in here? There it is. Bonnie Tyler sang this one. This is from Footloose. Probably, the most up-tempo one, apart from the Zero to Hero one for this evening, but I put this one for last. Originally, I had this one first in the program, but I switched out this one with Jukebox Hero, so I had a flipperoo on that, and it's I think it's for the better. So this one's a really fun song. So I'm gonna pick a sort of 80s sound here. Let's see, how about it's kind of 80s sounding. This is 1984. Robert says, yeah, the vocal fry. That's how I sound in the morning. That's how we all sound in the morning, that vocal fry. Yeah. All right. So this one's, again, from Footloose. This is a song called Holding Out for a Hero. And yeah, I shouldn't have that kind of a sound, but it's okay. I'll turn off the delay. Okay, there we go. All right. I hope you enjoyed this last one for the evening, folks. Holding Out for a Hero, Bonnie Tyler from the movie Footloose, 1984. Streetwise Hercules to fight the rising odds. Isn't there a white knight upon a fiery steed? Late at night, I toss and I turn and I dream of what I need. I need a hero. I'm holding out for a hero till the end of the night. He's got to be strong and he's got to be fast and he's got to be fresh from the fight. I need a hero. I'm holding out for a hero till the morning light. He's gotta be sure and he's gotta be soon and he's gotta be larger than life, larger than life. midnight in my wildest fantasies. Somewhere just beyond my reach, there's someone reaching back for me. Racing on the thunder and rising with the heat. Gonna take a Superman just to sweep me off my feet. Oh, I need a hero. I'm looking out for the hero till the morning light. He's gotta be strong and he's gotta be fast and he's gotta be fresh from the fight. Oh, I need a hero. I'm holding out for the hero till the morning light. He's got to be sure, he's got to be soon, he's got to be larger than life, larger than life. Woo! Somewhere after midnight in my wildest fantasies. Somewhere beyond my reach, there's someone reaching back for me. Racing on the thunder and the rising with the heat. It's gonna take a Superman to sweep me off my feet. Oh, I need a hero. I'm holding out for a hero till the middle of the night. He's got to be strong and he's got to be fast and he's got to be fresh from the fight. Oh, oh, I need a hero. I'm holding out for a hero till the morning light. He's got to be sure and he's got to be soon and he's got to be life. Oh, I need a hero. Up where the mountains meet the heavens above, out where the lightning spits the sea, I could swear there was someone somewhere watching me. Oh, through the wind and the chill and the rain and the storm and the flood, I can feel his approach like a fire in my blood. 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 Oh, I need a hero. I'm holding out for a hero till the end of the night. He's got to be strong and he's got to be fast and he's got to be fresh from the fight. I need a hero. I'm holding out for a hero in the morning light. He's got to be sure and he's got to be soon and he's got to be larger than life. Oh, I need a hero. I need a hero. 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 I need a hero. I'm holding out for a hero to the end of the night. He's gotta be strong and he's gotta be fast and he's gotta be fresh from the fight. Oh no, I need a hero. I'm holding out for a hero till the morning light. He's got to be sure and he's got to be soon and he's got to be larger than life. Oh, I need a hero. I need a hero. I need a hero. Here comes the hero. Thank you folks so much for tuning in. This has been Spontaneous Sunday. This has been a hero's evening. We've enjoyed all this. Back next week with more for you folks. We are actually getting pretty close to the 5,000 subscriber mark. So like I said, when we get there, I'm going to have to start planning some programs for you all. We're going to have a celebration program, especially apart from Spontaneous Sunday. I'm going to have some merchandise coming out for you folks as well. And I have some collaborations and stories too for this coming up for that. So I have some folks that have agreed to do some collabs and also some traveling. So I have some other organs in town that I want to visit and play for you all. Just keeping it all fresh, keeping it all new. But anyhow, we're still chugging away here, and I've been enjoying doing these piano streams. Next weekend, I'm going to be out. It's kind of my last concerts, I think, for the season. I'm playing 3 concerts next weekend, and the third one is Sunday at this time. So I won't be here next Sunday, but I think I'm going to make a video for you all that will be a look back at the last year of Spontaneous Sunday and have some highlights and some favorites for you. So be back here next Sunday. I'll probably be here halfway through because my concert ends around that time, but be back there halfway through. And so I'll join you all in the chat and we can watch together. But it's going to be sort of a highlights of Spontaneous Sunday over the past year. And yeah, it'll be fun. So stay tuned for that next weekend. And then I'll be back the following weekend for more with you guys. And yeah, we'll see how the summer goes. So anyhow, stay safe this week. Stay cool if you can. And I will see you all next week in the chat. I need a hero. I need a hero. Maybe I won't find one till tomorrow.